Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be playing the brand new clan reward tank, the M46 Jaguar. It is basically a pattern. It's basically a pattern, and we can look at the difference. We can look at the difference between each tank. So let's just go and get this tank here, and then we just go like that. So the original pattern, I mean, I haven't, let's just make sure they've all got the fully equipped, blah, blah, blah. Let's just do the same all the way through. So we're not going to have the rammer, we're going to run the calibrated shells, because you have to have calibrated shells, because it just gives it that extra penetration. And of course, these don't make a difference anyway. So if you go to the pattern, now, the pattern on the turret is 145. Now, on the Jaguar, if you look, it has 105. So, yeah, it's not as good. The turret is not as good as the original pattern. And then you go down a bit. The DPM is 2,899. You go over to the Jaguar. The DPM is a little bit better. So, it has got a bit better DPM. Penetration on the Jaguar is 259, and the penetration on the original pattern is 242. So, you know, the pattern has better armor. However, the Jaguar has better DPM, basically. So let's just run through the rest of the stats of the Jaguar. Now, 5.62 second on your reload, your penetration 259, as we've said, 328 on your heat, and 60 on your HE. You've got a 290 alpha gun, 250 on your heat, and 370 on your HE. Your aim time is pretty good at 2.8. Your gun dispersion not bad at 0.308. You do have 10 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 56 kilometers per hour. So in my opinion, it's probably the worst one. That is just my opinion. I do think it is the worst clan tank. And of course, if you're able to get enough, if you're able to work in a platoon and get enough to get the tank, you don't have to get the tank. You can also you're able to get one of the other clan reward tanks. And if you haven't got the Ritter, I would strongly recommend getting that Ritter, because it is a fantastic tank. Now, they could have picked a better tank. They could have picked like a T30 or something like that. I would have been really happy with a clan T30 tank. I think that would be amazing. Why pick an M46 pattern that isn't a great tank as it is? So let's just get into game and see how it does do in the battle. Now, again, I do think it took me a couple of games, and you've got to remember about your armor. You haven't got great armor in this thing, and even if you're in a hold down position, you can still be penetrated very, very easily. Now, this game, I am the only medium, and I did struggle. But we still managed to do the job and pretty much stay alive. So straight away, we see the Bazonte there, and we have the Progetto 46 here. I'm all on my own, so it doesn't look great. We do manage to get a lucky bounce, and I do apologise if you hear any sound in the background. It is just my 2-year-old son. So, you know, I'm being patient. I don't want to rush forward, because I know I'm outnumbered already. I'm already outnumbered. Even if it is 2 tier 8 tanks, I'm outnumbered. Now, what I do know is what is behind me. So here comes the T57. So that is 3 against 1. And that's not including any tank destroyer that could be sitting over there. So I thought, you know what? I've got to retreat. I've got to get back. And at least just not rush back so much, but at least get back just a little bit, so these guys can do their job as tank destroyers. And obviously the Bazonte is a new tank destroyer, so I'm not looking at running away completely. Just enough so my guys can get some shots off, and that does the trick. If I would have stayed where I was, I would have definitely died. I don't think I could have took this T57. I mean, I could have took the T57 on, but I definitely couldn't take the Progetto and the T57 on my own. I would have died very, very quickly. Now, I'm losing these hit points like nothing. Like, it's a bit stupid, really. just I'm trying to get the shot off on the Peugeot to bring him down to a one shot, totally ignore the T57. And now I do have to be careful, because if I poke and the T57 hits me and the Peugeot hits me, I'm going to be dead. So I do have to be very careful. However, I'm now a one shot. I'm now a one shot, so I have to be very, very careful. However, this T57, he is a one shot, and I really want to clear him. However, our VK does do the job, and you can see I've still got cover. I do still have cover, and someone actually has come over here to help me, which is the Scorpion G, which is good, which is very, very good. However, I'm still a one shot. There is still 6 tanks left alive. They've caught this base, so they are still winning, and we need to either recap the base or go and kill some tanks. So I'm just going to let the Scorpion go here, because again, I know that there was the Bazonte here somewhere, and he is there. Don't manage to get the shot off. The Scorpion does kill him, and then we do spot the SU-130 PM. So far, 2,000 damage. I think I've done all right, considering I lost all my hit points quite early. I think I've, even staying alive, I've still done a decent job. And some people will like the tank. I'm not saying it's an absolutely shit tank. Like, it's just, I would pick better tanks. I would pick better tanks to put in the clan reward, and people are still going to get the tank. And I understand it's a unique tank. It's going to be not a rare tank, because a lot of people are going to get it, and it's going to be quite easy to get. As long as you platoon regularly enough, you will be able to get this tank. I'm just saying, if you haven't got the clan reward tanks, honestly, I would go for the Ritter. Even the 50 TP prototype is decent. Like, it's not the best tank, of course, but it's decent. And people are going to be able to perform well in this tank. I'm not saying it's a really bad tank. I just would have picked a different tank for a clan reward. And again, if you've got no clan reward tanks at the moment, I wouldn't choose this tank. I would choose either the Ritter, because the Ritter's still a difficult tank to play because it's got no armor, or I would pick the 50 TP. But that's my opinion. Again, my opinion means nothing. It's up to you. A lot of people will still get it because they may have the Ritter and they may have the 50 TP, and that's absolutely fine. People are going to want it just to sit in their garage. You know, again, it's a free premium tank. Why wouldn't you? But if I'm just saying, if you haven't got any of them, I would choose a different tank. And I like that. At least Wargaming are doing that. They're not just saying, right, you're going to win this tank and this tank only. They're actually giving you the option. You don't have to pick this tank if you don't want to. Are you going to be picking this tank? Let me know in the comments below. It is the M48 Jaguar coming now. By the time this video is released, the event started, and you will be able to platoon with a clanmate. Get those 4 kills, 6 kills, what you need, top guns, etc., or whatever they are, to be able to get enough to get these tanks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Help me get on my way to 100,000 subscribers. That is my end goal. I've made a video about it. Honestly, guys, if you can do me a favor, just hit that subscribe button. It really will help. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.